Hey, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Lucy, Mrs. B, Coco. Welcome, everybody. I haven't done a tarot reading on Foodie in about 2 weeks. I checked. It's been 2 weeks since I've done a tarot readings on Foodie, so I thought it might be high time to do it. So, hello, Brooke. So, we're going to catch up with some Foodie Beauty Tarot, as well as do like some gossip and talk about her for a bit and see what's going on as far as the tarot readings. So, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Hello to Shadi. I was actually watching through Orange Cat last night. Foodie started something new. She's doing something new on Twitch. She's starting to watch copyrighted shows on Twitch. And watching through Orange Cat last night, YouTube is very sensitive about that stuff. Very sensitive. And I have a theory about that. I think that Foodie is doing that on purpose. Hello, Yarn Angel. I think that Foodie is doing it knowing that people are reacting to her, people that are archiving her, and she's doing it to mess people up. Hello, Sunburst. I think she's essentially setting a trap. Anybody who goes live and tries to react to her, they're going to be hit with copyright claims from YouTube, and it might possibly get their channels in trouble. So she's got her Twitch channel, and honestly, I don't think she gives a flip if something happens to it. What she's trying to do is get people in YouTube in trouble, and you will get in trouble if you're playing copyrighted music, if you're trying to play copyrighted shows. So I really don't think it's wise to react to Chantal or capture Chantal live if she starts doing that. And if you're a reactor or an archiver and she starts doing that kind of stuff, the best thing to do is to turn it completely off. Because even if you turn off the audio, you might get in trouble for the visual because that's still copyrighted stuff. So I think that she's just trying to use her Twitch channel to get people in trouble on YouTube. And so anybody out there who's an archiver or a reactor, they need to be very, very careful. Foodie's just trying to cause problems. So, yeah. Anywho, speaking of what she did on Twitch last night, you know what, Chantal? I don't ever want to hear anything out of you ever again about reaction channels, because what were you doing last night? You were reacting to yourself. You were reacting to old content, stuff with Pete's. You were playing stuff with you and Salah. But you like to go in on reaction channels, and yet you were kind of acting like a reaction channel, although what you were doing, I wouldn't really call it a reaction so much as I'm too lazy to think of ideas for content, so I'm going to put on an old video and let it play. So boo on the reactions, Foodie. Boo, you suck at it. You suck at it because you're not even giving commentary. You're just going, yeah, I remember that. That's not really a reaction. Hi, Carol. How are you? I wonder if she will get banned for watching that on her. She could possibly, Yarn, but I don't think she cares. I think she likes having a Twitch channel, but if it was taken away from her, she wouldn't really care. That's not really where she's making money. So it's like, whatever I do here, if it leads to my channel being taken away, I don't give a crap. But the bonus is if I play copyrighted stuff and anybody on YouTube is, broadcasting it, it could lead to trouble for them, and haha and hee, and that's a fine thing for me. So yeah, so anybody out there going live with Foodie, y'all be careful. She's gotten into that habit of playing copyrighted stuff, and that could lead to problems for anybody here on this platform. Okay, so we're going to do some readings on Foodie. How is everybody today? Hope you're having a good one. I want to see what the cards had to say today. Where is my stuff? I know it's been a minute for me. Hey, Kimberlina. How is everybody? She doesn't care about, you're right. She doesn't care about anything. Yeah, I know. I was there, Carol. And at first I was happy because I thought, did Foodie get taken down? And then I saw it was Orange Cat, but Orange Cat came back on. She just got a warning. So that's a good thing. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to be careful going live and reacting to her because she is making a point to do things that are troublesome here. So, excuse me, with that alcohol strong. I wanted to kind of make a bit of an announcement about my channel. Like, you guys, I've got so much stuff that I'm trying to do in the background as far as off of YouTube and looking at Foodie's content and what she's been doing lately. Look, she's going live for like 4 or 5 hours at a time, but there's really not much to talk about. What is she doing? She's babbling and she's rambling and she's eating a bunch of food. She's having major B moments right there in front of people. What is the most interesting thing to talk about during one of her lives? Her boils. Like, is this what we've come to? We go from crackhead Olympics level of stuff to Foodie rambling and talking about her boils. Really, that's where we're at. There's so little to talk about that she's resorted to talking about stupid things like her boils. I'm sorry. I'm not going to devote 3 or 4 hours to just making a video about her boils. There's Booger. There's the baby. I think what I'll do from now on is do like shorter videos. I don't see the sense of making a 2 or 3 hour video reacting to Foodie's live if there's nothing to talk about, when I can devote that time to doing other things. Like, I'll do the Twitter peeps and I'll do tarot readings, maybe like a short recap video, but I just want to, my time needs to be better spent. Does that make sense? Hi, House Cat. I don't have like 5 or 6 hours a day to devote to Foodie if it ain't going to be worth it. And if I'm going to bore myself to death, and I don't want to bore you guys to death either. So it's like, let's just keep it short and sweet, to the point, get the best bits, leave the rest alone. If things become interesting, then I'll spend more time on it. I'm one of those people, I like talking points. And if there's nothing worth talking about, why go over it? Why react to it? Why make a video? Why make a live? Yeah, there's nothing to react to anymore. There's absolutely nothing. And can I say something about last night's live from Chantal? Hello, Meg. She did the live last night and she was showing older videos of her and Salah. She showed a video of her and Salah in the desert, like when they took the occasion in the desert. I have to tell y'all, that felt like obsessive stalker behavior. Like her obsessing over the past. And remember when we were good, Salah? Remember when I went out to the desert with you and your family? Yeah, I know, DB. They're bored with it. They're so bored. But on top of the boredom, like, I don't know what's going on with her and Salah. Hey, Sippy Cups. But it just felt like obsessive stalker behavior, that you're sitting there watching much older videos of yourself and that person and acting like the two of you are still a thing when you're not a thing. Like, you are insisting on obsessing about a guy that wants nothing to do with you. Yeah, I know, Sippy. Bunny boulder behavior. It's creepy. You know what, Coco? I try to trim out all the eating and stuff, but that's all she's doing anymore is eating. She's catering more to the feedies. All of her content now is based around making them happy. All of the outfit changes that she's doing, who do you think that's for? She's got that second phone. I'm sure somebody, or maybe a group of people on there, they're on that second phone and they're saying, hey, we want you to change clothes. And therefore she does. So all of those outfit changes, the laptop in the bedroom, the ring light in the bedroom. What do you think that's for? That's where she's getting her money, the bulk of her money. I feel like whatever money she makes on Twitch and whatever money she makes on Kick, that goes for her boy toys. But the bulk of her money is made offline. And isn't it interesting that somebody found a profile on Phoebe, Fupa Girl, that might be Foodie? I don't know, Brooke. So it's like, y'all know I've been yelling and screaming for years about her doing the Foodie content. Who told you that first? Who's been yelling and screaming about that for years? Yep, that too. That too. Even her laying on the bed sideways, who do you think that was for? That's not a very modest pose. It's real crazy that she's destroying her body with food for money. If she wanted to use her body to make money, she should be. Well, she likes to take the easy way out. And you know what? This may be controversial for me to say, but if Chantal's going to do that Foodie stuff, I would rather her go on an adults only or private platform. I have no problem with her doing the Foodie stuff on a private platform. I would rather her do it on a private platform than on YouTube or Kick or Twitch, because that's an all ages platform. You can't be sure that people watching you, that every single one of them is an adult. If she's going to do it, I say do it the right way. Go on a private platform and do it where only those who pay for it and want to see it can see it. But as far as public social media, no, that's not what it's for. Yeah, put it behind a paywall or something. Tell your guys to meet you in a specific place, and they'll meet you there. They'll pay for you there. But I think a lot of her feedies are on the down low, and so they want to look at this stuff, but they don't want to get caught on a feedie site, and that's why they insist that she do things on Twitch or Kick or YouTube, because less chance of them being caught on a feedie site. And I've been saying for years, I think she's been using social media as a platform and as a portal to get in front of feedies and find new ones to put more money in her pocket. She's got to always look for new faces to replace the old, because even if somebody's a good paying client, after a while, they're going to stop paying for content. They're going to get all they want out of Foodie and go, well, I don't need anything else. So she needs new people to replace the old that aren't paying anymore. Like she's always looking for those fresh faces. So she's hopping on YouTube. She's hopping on Twitch. She's hopping on Kick. She's looking for those people that have those. And I know this sounds gross, but I think she's gone beyond the feedie stuff, and she's catering to other clientele like PDF files or people that are into pets. Let's put it that way. I think she's trying to expand outward and cater to sicker, disgusting, weirdo people. So that's just my thoughts. Someone asked her if she was doing sponsored content on chat. You know what I can't figure out? Here's what I can't figure out. She's doing the content. It's obvious she's doing the content. There's another creator, Hungry Fat Chick, who is upfront and open in public with it. She says to people, I do adult content. And because she's upfront and honest about it, then people go, okay, so you do. But for some reason, Foodie denies what she does. And I don't understand why. Likewise, she denies how much she weighs. If she told her feedies, yeah, I'm 500 plus pounds, they would go wild. I don't know why she is so public with what she does, and yet she denies what she does. I mean, obvious is obvious. Payday, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Hello, Jolly. So I just want to let y'all know, look, I'm still covering Foodie, But as long as she continues to be boring, as long as she's just rambling and she's doing the food content and she's having bee moments and just drinking gravy and drinking out of the pitcher, and I can't. I can't. I cannot. What are we talking about here? What are we discussing? Someone who is basically unaliving themselves with food and rambling and her little Delulu land. That's what we're talking about. There's nothing to talk about anymore. I'm burnt on trying to make this bitch interesting. I don't know what to do. God bless all the reaction channels and the archive channels. They have to work so hard because of her. Damn it. It used to be a lot easier. She's made it so freaking difficult because she don't want to do nothing. Holy crap, Batman. Damn it. Hello, Ophelia. My brain is burnt on boredom with Foodie. It really is. It's like, I'm so bored with her, man. I can't with her. I got other stuff that I could be doing. Do I really want to sink 6 hours into reactions for Foodie when there's nothing to talk about? I'm trying, man, but the engine don't want to start. So I got some questions for the cards. Yeah, you know what, DB? You know what would be great? You know what would be really great? If somebody set up a live cam of a wall with wet paint and the paint is drying, and see if that live cam stream got more views than Foodie, more interest than Foodie. Somebody make that happen. Somebody do a live cam of either a wall with fresh paint and the paint is drying, or a patch of grass and you're watching grass grow. Let's see if that channel becomes popular. Let's see how many views they get. Let's see if we can get that channel monetized. Come on. It would be hilarious if a channel like that took off. You're just looking at a wall with paint drying or grass growing. You can label it as an ASMR channel. It would be hilarious if that channel took off. It'd be fantastic, darling. Is her chat tired or is it too yet? It's just, it's tired. She's tired, Meg. She's over there. She turns on her stream on Twitch and she's playing copyrighted shows and copyrighted music, knowing that people on YouTube are going to have a problem, but she don't care. She doesn't even want to talk anymore. She just wants to turn on a show and watch it. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know how she doesn't get bored with herself. All right, so what do we got going on here? So I'm going to ask some general questions about Foodie. A couple of areas that I'm interested in. Let's see. Yeah, she is Starshine. She's been in that. And she's got people backing her up and making it worse. So, like, that's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to do. Hello, Kathy. So, all right. What do we got here? By the way, if there's anybody in my chat that would like a private tarot reading, I do private tarot readings now. Check out my community post. one of my community tabs that I posted a while back. So if you're interested in that, just contact me through my email. She spends more time chatting with her new AI bestie. She even argued with AI. Imagine that, arguing with Chat GPT. Even Chat GPT is not safe. She's going to argue with Chat GPT. All right. But yeah, you want a private tarot reading, contact me through my email. You can find that on either my About Me page or my community tab. I posted it there a while back. Okay. We can talk about it there. All right, so let's see. I know. She wanted to change the voice to sound like Salah. Obsessing over that man. Someone needs to ask her to do a Chat GPT wrapped for January, see how much she uses it. She'll ignore the parts that she doesn't want to hear. See, there you go. She's mad because Chat GPT is not telling her what she wants to hear. Hello, Diamond Darcy. So let's see. I'm interested. Let's see. There's a couple of questions I want to ask. The first one is going to be about the money situation. And then I want to do another reading focusing on, like, how is she feeling with her feelings? How is she feeling personally? And I kind of separate the two. So how are we doing with the money, Chantal? What's going on with the doggone money? You can go grab your coffee. I had mine earlier. I had some iced coffee. What's going on with that money? Oh, I know she's getting it from somewhere, and I know exactly where she's getting it from. She got them Foodies behind her. That's where that money's coming from. 1000%. She got Foodies behind her doing that. She's saving no DoorDash. That's what she tells us. Do I believe that? No. I don't believe that, Diamond. And the reason why I say that is because if she weren't getting DoorDash, if she were not getting her processed food, fast food, trust me, girlfriend would be having a breakdown like nobody's business. You can't just go from extreme eating to like healthy eating. No. No, if she's calm, she's getting the fast food somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. She's getting the fast food off camera. Trust and believe that. You can't just go from an extreme one side to the extreme other side without getting in your feelings about it. So she's getting that fast food. Don't let her lie to you. She's eating it off camera. All right, so let's get started with Miss Foodie. I'm eating healthy. Bullshit. Those 5 bags of chips behind you in the kitchen say otherwise. That block of cheese says otherwise. You're eating all that processed food. What do you mean you're eating healthy? Okay, so let's start with what's going on with her finances. How are they looking? Like, what is going on there? What's going on with Miss Foodie? What is going on with you, Foodie? All right. Ooh. Oh, all right. Okay. Interesting. All right. So this has to do with her money situation. So, ooh. Oh, I need to put another card down for that. I need to know a bit more. It's like that, is it? Mm-hmm. Are we doing that today? We are doing that today, aren't we? All right. Whatever you say. All right. So first card down is we got the Knight of Cups. Like this revolves around her money. So like we got the Knight of Cups. We got the Five of Swords. And we also have the Emperor. But this was actually in reverse. Oops. So we got the Emperor in reverse. So Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, Emperor reversed. Ooh. I don't know what's going on with Chantal, but grifting ain't over. She's still grifting. She's still looking for that money. She is still looking for that money. And she's not really going out to she's not being proactive with making the money, like doing all that she can do to make money and like putting some action behind the thoughts. It's all about, I want Knight of Cups. Look at this card. We've got the Knight he's sitting on the horse, but the horse ain't going nowhere. The horse is perfectly still. So here's the Knight holding the cup. The cup is empty, but the horse is not in motion. Like, I'm just going to stand here and someone needs to fill up my cup. So that's basically her attitude. I'm just going to sit here pretty on the horse and someone's got to fill up my cup for me. Then we've got the Five of Swords. So as you can see, this person is looking behind them at other people. There are swords on the ground. The feeling that I'm getting from this is people are walking away from her, or people have walked away from her. And some of the people that have walked away from Foodie, there's a sense of sadness. There's a sense of regret. There's a sense of like, I used to be on your side, but I'm not anymore. I used to stand with you, but I'm not anymore. So I feel like with the swords, to me, represent burdens, problems, it represents added weight. And I'm not talking about physical weight. It could represent that, but I'm talking about like emotional weight, psychological weight, weight from problems, weight from stress, weight from financial burdens. And like she's got a lot of weight on her right now. Hello, unicorn. So it's like she's got all these different things going on, these burdens, these stresses, and nobody's there to help her. Nobody can help her. And then we have the unicorn, not unicorn, the Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who was once on their throne, but not on their throne right now. Like, she's not feeling very strong. It's like they're this, you came in my chat room, unicorn. I just like, my tongue just went blah, 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 blah. So, like the Emperor in reverse, someone getting basically kicked off their throne. Like you're losing your position of power with the Emperor in reverse. Tell me about this here. What's going on? Well, this is interesting. We've got the Eight of Wands. So there are messages going back and forth. She's talking to somebody, or she's attempting to talk to someone. Who is this person? We got the Three of Pentacles. So I'm like, tell me more about this Three of Pentacles. Who is this person? For what purpose? I think it's Salah. And what's backing it up is the Four of Cups. I think that she's talking to Salah, or attempting to talk to Salah. Maybe she's trying to throw some kind of, something on the table that he would want, or she thinks that he wants. And he's saying, nope. No. No. No, no. So this Three of Pentacles is, you can see two people standing before somebody. Whatever this trip is, she wanted to go on this trip with him. Money was involved. Money was mentioned. Like money was thrown on the table, I feel. She offered him money, or she tried to, I don't know, offer him something that he would like very much. And it's like, and she's still trying. She's still trying, but he's like, nope, nope, no, thank you. She's still trying to get him to go on this trip. She's not going to stop. She's not going to stop trying. I don't know if he's still talking to her, but he's being very stubborn. He's being very resolute, and he's saying, I don't want to go on this trip. Hi, Rose. Rose. Hello, Rose. Hello, Rose. It's Rose again. Moving on. All right. So how are we feeling about this? What's going on here? Ooh. Okay. Next, we've got the Two of Swords. We also got the Hermit card. Hello, base. We got the Hermit. And then we also have the Page of Swords. What is this telling me? Two of Swords. Talk to me. Foodie, you got a whole lot of emotional ocean behind you. When you see water in tarot, that usually means it can be connected to emotions, the way you're feeling. Look at how big that ocean is behind you. You're very emotional right now. You're feeling a lot of emotion. A lot. And you're cutting yourself off from your emotions. They get on top of you, but the way you're dealing with it is you are turning your back on your emotions. You're not paying attention to how you feel. You're not paying attention to how you feel emotionally, psychologically, mentally. You're trying to block it out. You're trying to numb it. You're like, I know I feel bad, but I'm just going to pretend that I don't feel bad. Like somebody sticking their fingers in their ears. La, 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 la. I don't hear you. I'm not hearing. No, 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 no. That's what she's doing. So you're blocking out your emotions. You're blindfolding yourself to what you know you need to do, to how things really are. Like you are just putting on that emotional, mental blindfold. You don't want to hear it. You really don't want to hear it. And the person is sitting in a chair with two crossed swords over them. Notice that the swords are crossed over the heart area. So to me, this feels like two swords, and it has to do with conflict within the heart. Maybe there's problems with her heart. It can be connected to her emotional state, like someone like they're blinding themselves to the real problems, to the real issues. They're just like, I don't want to deal with it right now. I don't want to deal with it right now. Nope, 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 nope. My emotions are trying to tell me things. I don't want to hear them either. Nope. Then we have the Hermit card. She is alone in this. She's completely alone. And the crazy thing about this Hermit card is the Hermit is alone, but they're holding on to a lantern. The lantern is the light in front of them, and yet the Hermit is not looking at the lantern. They're avoiding the light. Like there's a lantern directly in front of your face to give you light to see, but you're not even looking at it because you're too much into your solitude. You're too much into your stubbornness. Like you're holding on to the staff for strength, but you're not looking towards the lantern for light. Then the last card for this, because I put one more down, is the Page of Swords. Actually, I'm going to put another one down. She's looking towards a Page of Swords to come save her or fight for her. Also with the Knight of Wands. Like she's hoping that some kind of creativity will come, that money will come. And I don't think it will, though. Okay, so moving on. We got a lot of wands in here. Tell me about this. Tell me all about. Look at this sequence. Yeah. Y'all know when my neighbors are here. That ain't my fault. Y'all don't look at me like that. Yes, my neighbors are home. You can hear their truck from outside. What am I going to do about it? There's nothing I can do. You think I like that truck? I hate that truck. I don't know what's going on with that truck. I don't know if it's brakes. I don't know if it's brake pads. I don't know what it is, but it's noisy as all get out. But yes, that's their truck. What? What do you want me to do? That's what they drive. The neighbor. They're squeakers. They're my squeaker neighbors. What you want? They're squeakers. They squeak a lot, loudly. Okay, so moving on. We're going on. We're continuing. So check out this sequence. We got the Page of Wands. We got the Moon card. And we have the Star card. Ew. Give me one more. Well, oh boy. I feel like there's going to be some secrets revealed. I don't know when, who's going to do it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it has to do it. These secrets that are going to come out, it's all going to have to do with the stuff that she's doing off of social media. How she's making her money off of social media. How she's been getting that attention. Like, again, I don't know who's going to reveal it, how it's going to happen, but if I feel like it's going to come out. I don't know if that's her profile, Starshine. I don't know if Fupa Girl is her profile. It might be. Then again, it could be a troll. I do remember a long time ago, that the Kiwi farmers found a profile of Chantal's on a Foodie site. And the moment that she found out, that the farmers found out, that profile went away. So if they found another one and somebody got confirmation that it's her, well, who knows what's going to happen. All right, so what do we got here? Okay. Ooh. Last card in the sequence. This is about her money. Ace of Wands. Like, she feels that she's making money. She's very powerful right now. She's doing really well. However, with the Temperance card, the money that she's making, she's not 100% keeping for herself. There's a feeling of, as soon as she gets money in hand, it goes to other places. Like, it's one of those things of like, you're not really robbing Peter to pay Paul. She's not robbing people. It's a matter of, do something for Peter so that I can give money to Paul. Like, she's making money, and it's going in many different directions. Like, as soon as she gets money in her hand, boom, it's going somewhere else. It could be going to Natter or Salah, but she can't keep the money in hand for very long. If she's not spending it on herself for her issues, it's going to other people. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. So something is about to break wide open for Foodie with the Ace of Pentacles, but the Hierophant. Tell me some more. Ooh. Foodie, you're going to be fighting with people. You're going to be fighting with people. And I'm just going to tell you what I feel. I feel that maybe some of the content that Foodie's been doing involves her being a Muslim woman, perhaps doing haram things as signified by the Hierophant, like she's portraying herself as being a Muslim woman. And if she's been doing kind of feedy content as that, she's gonna get a lot of crap for that. A lot of crap. And it's gonna make her mad. So Chantal, as far as her money, she's not broke. She's not destitute. She's definitely not destitute. But it's like she's not getting ahead with her money. It's just a matter of maintaining a certain level, whatever that level is. She's not getting ahead. She's not putting money in the bank. She's not saving. It's just maintaining a certain lifestyle or maintaining a level of her addictions. It's just maintenance. So that's what Foodie's finances. She's going through stuff where like she's sending money to people. As soon as she makes it, it goes outward. All right, so I wanted to, see how she's feeling. Away from the money. How is she feeling away from the money? Let's take the money out of it. How is she feeling beyond the money? Because y'all got to understand something. When we talk about Foodie, there's actually two separate entities. There is Chantal Marie, the person, and then there's Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty is a character. Chantal is the person. And a lot of people may wonder, why won't she let Salah go and why won't she let Nader go? And that's because Chantal wants Nader and Foodie wants Salah. Like each side of her wants and needs somebody different. So she wants them both. No, I wouldn't call it a split personality. It's just that she needs somebody for the camera and then she needs somebody for off the camera. And she can't bring Nader on camera anymore because of the things she said about him. So like Salah is close to her aesthetic of what she wants on camera. And Nader's the one that rings her bells in private. Like, I don't want to say she's got a split personality because I'm not a doctor to know what her mental state is. It's like she's trying to maintain this double life and it's wearing her out. To maintain this double life, to hide her secrets, to not blow up, to not have a meltdown. Now, I agree, Payday, he is. So let's look into how she's feeling. She's dragging Pete's back in with a so-called vacation. You know what? As far as the vacation talk, I say, let's see if it actually happens. What Foodie talks about and what Foodie does are two different things. She might just be talking about a vacation just to have something to talk about when she goes live for 4 or 5 hours. She talks about a lot of things. But on a rare occasion, she actually does something with that idea. So she may just be talking about this vacation, trying to manifest it happening, but it never ends up happening. She said something interesting. And y'all keep this in mind for Chantal. She did say something. She said, in order for her to do things, she has to trick her own brain. I thought that was interesting. That in order for her to accomplish something, she's got to trick her own brain. I don't know exactly what that means. But she said she's got to trick her own brain to get things accomplished. So she may be trying to trick her own brain into being happy by talking about a trip that is never going to happen. Or if it does happen, it may happen for the wrong reasons. I mean, for all we know, y'all, she may be wanting to see Salah, and if he doesn't agree to see her in such and such location, Chantal is that crazy enough that she would get a plane ticket and fly all the way to Damascus to try to make Salah take her back and let her into the house. Because if she did that, if she tried to force her way over there, then she could be over there and play victim and say, oh, I came all the way over here and he told me I could. And now he's not meeting up with me in Damascus and I'm stuck here and I'm the victim. If she could do that, she could play victim like, I'm stuck here, everybody. I don't know what to do. When she took it upon herself to go over there and he did not agree to have her over there. But she's going to frame it like, I've been wronged and y'all should just help me get back to Canada. She would be crazy enough to do that she would fly all the way over there because she does not want to be in that apartment. She does not want to do adulting. She wants to be taken care of. That she would try to force someone to take care of her. What about the cat? I don't know what would happen with the cat, Nancy. I really don't know. I hope the cat finds a better home. I really do. Be better off with somebody else than Chantal, that's for sure. Like a lot. Yeah, here we go. I like this. Dandelion says, she said in the first few weeks back, what if I fly to Damascus and stay at a hotel and he doesn't show up? She already said that. Yep. She's live. Oh, she can wait. I don't trust her anyway. She's live and she's doing what? Let me guess. I'm not even looking at her. She's sealing on the couch. She's babbling, right? So why am I going to run all the way over there and snipe her? F that. Nope. I don't trust you, Foodie. You and your copyrighted stuff. No, ma'am. I'll wait. I'll see what's going on with you. It's okay, Peach. She's screaming BS to the cat. Well, then I really don't want to watch. I'm not going to raise my blood pressure on purpose. All right, so. What's going on with her emotionally? You know what? Let me not use this deck. I got another deck that I used recently, and I'm like, I don't know why I haven't used it before. Where is it? And it's called the Final Rose Tarot. This is kind of an emotional deck. I rarely ever use it, and I don't know why. I should use it more often. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's see. What's going on with her emotionally? Like, how is she feeling about her hearts, about her feelings, about her life? Like, let's dig into more of the emotional side of where she's at. Yeah, bring on the feelings. Because that's something that Chantal likes to avoid is her feelings. She'll eat her feelings. She'll walk around her feelings, but she won't deal with them directly. But if you deal with the feelings, then whatever it is that's bugging you won't bug you anymore. Hence the reason why avoiding him is not a good idea. She looks really rough. I'm not surprised. And I bet I know the reason why. Because she's been having major B moments and she's overeating and she's eating all that sodium and salt and it's bloating her the F out. And when she was on stream the other day, it looked like there was a diabetic foot ulcer on her foot. So, you know what? It's just one of those things. You're watching somebody go downhill and there's not a doggone thing you can do about it. They've got to care before anybody else cares. We can't do anything, y'all. So she can be as sick as she wants to be. We can't help her. She's got to help herself first. She's got the power. She's got the means. She doesn't want to. That is her prerogative. It's her life. Fat wheel. No, they didn't. They call it a fat wheel. Now, that's not a nice thing to say about wobbles. You can't be talking about wobbles like that. And yes, way to go, Miss Music. Congratulations. Okay, so what's going on with her emotions? Okay. Lots eat gummies at night, little sleep, lots of crap food. You know what I think? I think when she does her Foodie stuff, she does her Foodie stuff at night. I think she does her Foodie request at night. She's up all night stuffing herself full of food. Then she goes to bed directly after. Then she wakes up in the morning feeling like crap because her blood sugar is jacked. That's why she's looking rough. Because nighttime is when she can talk to her guys. And she's doing a lot of requests right now. Or they're having her do stuff that really she should not be doing. So again, that's her personal choice. If this is negative, not negative. Sorry if this is negative, but with her performing feeder content is going to be her downfall. If she does have an interest in losing weight, it's not going to happen if she does the yo-yo dieting. Well, there's a saying, you can't heal in the same environment that you hurt in. And Chantal has certainly created a very hurtful environment. Her being alone in that house is a hurtful environment. Her having access to her phone and food apps and Postmates and Uber Eats is harmful. Her being surrounded by the feedies who have the food fetish that pay her to eat the food, harmful environment. She needs a complete lifestyle change. That means changing the places that you go, the things that you do, the people that you talk to. You got to start from the ground up. You got to rip out anything that's toxic or will pull you down a dark hole. So as if she keeps even one solid toxic element, it's going to derail everything. Hello, Claudia. So, you know, she wants to be surrounded by the toxic, then she's going to suffer from the toxic. You know, if you're around the wrong crowd, you got to get away from the wrong crowd. I mean, completely away. You can't maintain contact. Okay, so how is she feeling as far as her emotions? What's going on there? Talk to me. How are you feeling? Let's see. Let me put these cards over here so they're out of the way. What have we got? Ooh. Oh, shoot. Well, I picked the right deck, that's for sure. All right, so what do we got? Interesting. The first card we're starting out with is the reflection card. I don't know if you guys can see it. Reflection. How is she feeling emotionally? We got the reflection card, and the clarifier is the producer. This should be a time of reflection for Chantal. She should be reflecting on the things that she's doing and the people that are talking to her and what they want from her. Like this could be a time of her reflection, of being able to see clearly out the window. But but what's blocking her is the fact that she's caught up in her own, she's lost in the sauce. Like she could be reflecting, but what's stopping her is this obsession with Foodie Beauty. Like, because this is her story. This is her story. She is the producer. She's a director. She's the writer. So this moment where she can make a breakthrough, what's stopping her is this devotion to this fake, phony character that she's created over the last several years, because she's caught up in the show versus reality. So she could be looking out the window and getting a better point of view, but nope, she's caught up in the show. And making money off the show in this image. All right, so oh boy. How is she feeling? We got the optimist. She's trying to be what's the word I'm looking for? She's trying to be optimistic about love. She's holding on to hope for something, or like she's gonna get something. You know, like she's got her heart on a string on the air. And there have been people around Chantal that have tried to advise her, you know, about what to do, about what's really going on. She's got somebody around her that's trying to give her advice, or maybe people around her in her audience that have given her advice. We got the Seven of Rings saying for the right reasons. If you're going to be with somebody, be with them for the right reasons versus the wrong ones. So maybe she's thinking about Salah and the whole situation there. Oh, yikes. This is interesting. We got the Two of Flutes. Cheers. Looking forward to a celebration. Then we got the Beauty Queen, where she feels like she's maybe going to be reunited with him. She's going to be on top. She's going to be the winner. But, ooh, who's this? The contestant. Hello, who are you? There's somebody else in the picture. Or maybe she feels like she has to compete with another woman. There's a contestant. Show me another one. We can't stop right there. Oh, and whoever this contestant is, there's someplace close by, the hometowns. Whoever this contestant is, it's somebody close to Salah. This is not somebody far away. This is somebody close to him. Somebody local to him. Give me more. Oh. And he's a free spirit. And he's having to give Chantal a reassuring rose. Like, I think what's going on with her emotionally, that she is afraid of losing him. Maybe she knows about this woman. Maybe she's heard about this woman. And she's just very emotionally not all the way stable. So he is having to calm her down with a reassuring rose. Like, I still care about you, babe. I still think about you, babe. Like, here's a rose. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. So, like, you still have a place in my life. I haven't forgotten you. So, like, every once in a while, he'll give her a reassuring rose to keep her calm and to keep her from completely losing her crap. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, well, that took a turn. So we've got The Bachelor. Check out this sequence. We got The Bachelor, we got Sent Home, Competition, and then we got Rejected. Yikes. Chantal, whatever it is you want with Salah, it's over. It's over, mama. Come on. You know it's over. If these four cards are telling me that The Bachelor, which would be Salah, okay, that was him, that he sent you home. You were there and he sent you home. So what did you try to do? You try to set up some kind of competition or triangulation. You were trying to make him jealous. You wanted him to fight for you and over you. But what ended up happening was rejection. So whatever it is you tried to do backfired. You were trying to elicit some kind of emotional response or love out of him, and it did not work. It just didn't work. Oh, damn. And the last three cards, we got Eight of Roses, Leap of Faith. So you're willing to take a leap of faith. Interestingly, this is a flying fox or flying squirrel. A leap of faith involving a flying fox or a flying squirrel. Then we got the proposal. And then in your head. Give me one more. I need one more. Oh, we got final two. So it feels like Chantal's ready to take a leap of faith or like a last ditch effort to be with Salah. And it has to do with a relationship. But she's all in her head about this. She's all in her head in the worst way. And this does not look good for her. The final two. Chantal, I'm not being rude. This final two, I don't think it's you and Salah. I think it's Salah and somebody else. Like you are going to be the odd person out. Because look at the scales. The scales are balanced. Which is the way that love is supposed to be. It's supposed to be balanced. It's supposed to be healthy. What's going on with you and Salah is not balanced. It is not healthy. So it can't be the two of you. You are the third spoke in the wheel. You're the piece that does not belong. So when everything goes down, the final two will be left, the people that are supposed to be together. And it won't be you and him. You're the third spoke in the wheel. You need to exit yourself all the way out. You need to just, cut your losses. Get out of this. If you fly over to the Middle East, A, you're wasting your money. B, you're wasting your time. C, you're going to look crazy. You are. You're going to be creating a situation of crisis for yourself, looking for sympathy, looking to make yourself the victim. But if you were not invited to the Middle East, then you're not the victim. You are an obsessive stalker, and it's your fault for getting stuck over there. So you can't force yourself into somebody's life. She's claiming her trip with Salah. Yeah, to me, it feels, I'm going to be honest. Do you know what it feels like to me? She's laying down the groundwork of claiming that he wants to go on a trip with her because he does not want to go on a trip with her. But she's setting it up to where people don't even think that she's doing the stalker obsessive behavior. She's framing it as we're going on a trip together when he doesn't want anything to do with her. So she's making a cover story. Oh, we're going on a trip together. We're going to spend time together to explain why she's flying all the way to the Middle East. Because without that cover story, she looks crazy. People are going to have questions. What are you doing? Why are you leaving the cat alone? Why are you in Damascus? She's making a cover story so she doesn't look crazy. Yeah, that was a checks and balances scale. So it was like, in order to not look bad, she's going to say, oh, we're having a trip together. No, it's just you. And you're trying to force yourself into that man's life. And he does not want you there. So let's see. Now I want to know about Mr. Salah. What's going on with him? What is going on with him? Can she get him arrested if he makes her mad on the trip? I don't know, Stephen. If she would make a scene in the Middle East, I don't know what. She even slipped and said, my vacay. Well, there you go. It's her vacation. She even slipped recently also and said, well, what if I did pay for it? You are paying for it. She even said she'd go on a trip by herself. Yeah, I mean, Foodie puts her determination in the wrong areas. If you don't give her what she wants, she's a forcer. She'll punch a hole through a wall. She's determined to get at what she wants. She does not let go, though. Everybody knows that about the girls. They do not let go of the people they fixate on. So if you don't want to go on vacation with her, then she's going to go by herself and try to hunt you down. Because if he does not give her what she wants, she's going to claim, oh, we were supposed to meet up. He stood me up. And she's going to try to make him look bad. So it's going to be a right mess. So what's going on with Salah? What's going on with him? Hello, Hell, Ice Supply. Yeah, and then play victim. See how manipulative that is? She's going to set up a lie and say they were supposed to go on a trip, right? And then if he didn't agree to it and she's not getting what she wants, then she could turn around and play victim and people feel sorry for her and she can cry and melt down and, oh, he did me so dirty. He led me all the way over here and I spent all this money and then he's not talking to me. And that is her way of trying to force him to be around her. Because her beezers are going to be on her side and think that, oh, like he really set her up. He did her dirty. No, she did herself dirty. She went to a place where she was not invited because she's trying to force herself onto a man that don't want nothing to do with her. You know what, Brandy? I think it's one of her mods doing that. I think there are different people that are in charge of that account. And I don't know if any of them are in here, but let me tell y'all something. And I'm not saying this lightly. I think that Foodie has disclosed and also undisclosed mental issues. And anybody who is facilitating that, helping to keep her in Delulu land, they're just making the situation worse. So anybody that's like playing along with whatever it is she's got going on, that are pretending to be Salah, that they're talking as Salah to keep her happy, you're making her mental state worse. You're helping her stay in her Delulu land. Okay. And she needs to get out of it. Like her mental state is not good. She's very unstable. But anybody going along with what's wrong with her and helping her keep the lie going, you're doing more damage than you know. Okay, what's this? So I thought I heard someone say he was being evicted because her neighbors complained about her noise. Not sure if it's true or not, if I heard correctly. That wouldn't surprise me. I think she's been trying to get out of the apartment for a minute. First, she tried using Girl World to get out. She purposely doxed herself, hoping that Girl World, that we would harass the apartment complex and she could use that as a reason to get out. That didn't happen. So she tried to use us to get out of the lease. Didn't work. So now we're moving on to other things to break the lease. She does not want to be there. She does not want to be locked into that lease. She's trying every way in the world to get out of that lease currently. Well, she said she would love it if she got evicted, because then she's not obligated to a lease anymore. She did not pay rent. I don't know if she did, but if she had a co-signer to help her get into that place, that person is going to be contacted, and that they had some sort of a deal worked out where she would pay the rent and they would just help get her in there. They're not going to be happy about their credit score being messed with. They're going to get contacted if they did not get the rent money. That's going to be a problem. All right, so she could shack up with Pete if she broke the lease. Mama, he doesn't have a place for her. He's renting a room currently. He doesn't have the room for Chantal. Not at all. He's renting a room from a couple. He can't bring her there. He can't. He has no room for Foodie. They get a new place. No. If she's got a bankruptcy on her record. I'm sure his credit got damaged from the last time they lived together because she left $5,000 in damages and his credit was used to get into the villa. I don't think he's in a financial position to help her get into a new apartment with the two of them. He's not in he can't help her. Yeah, you know what? I think that's the reason why she wants out of Canada, his eyes. I think she's afraid of people about her bankruptcy, finding out where she lives and serving her papers. She wants out of there as soon as possible. So like her family can't help her. Pete's can't help her. She's got to help herself. But Pete's can't rescue her this time. So let's look at Mr. Salah and see what's going on with him. Shall we? Let's see what's going on with Mr. Salah. How are you doing as far as your money, sir? Are you all right? What's going on the financial front? And I agree with you, Dandelion. I've been saying that too. I've been saying that for a long time. I've been yelling and screaming from the rooftops about that. They give her money anyway. We love you, Chantal, do you? Keep telling yourselves that. If something happens to her medically, you'll be partially responsible because you're helping make her sick. But you'll be partially to blame. So let's see what's going on with Salah. What's going on with Mr. Salah? How are you feeling, sir? What is it? What's going on with you? All right, I'm just finishing up. What's going on with Salah? And by the way, while I'm shuffling, if you guys want to sub up to my channel, please do so. If you want to hype the stream or thumbs up the stream, thank you very much for doing so. Really appreciate that. I appreciate you being here today. You know what, Sarah? I think the Salah is going to hang on until Chantal has no money or she's unable to work. He'll take every last nickel, penny, dollar that he can from her. He won't let go until there's no more milk in the udders. He spent 3 years around that woman. He's like, I'm going to get everything I can out of this. If there's money to be had, then I'm going to have it. I agree, Vanilla. He needs to let go, but he's just milking her dry for the money. I know. He is where he wants to be. He's got the perfect setup. He can get money from Chantal and not have to deal with her personally. This is what he wanted. He wanted to get the money, but not deal with her. And she will let him. Yeah, it's her choice. That's what she wants to do. That's exactly what she wants to do. So they're like, you want to give me some free money? Give it to me. I'll take it. Because even if all that Foodie sends him a month is $100, $100 in Syria is a lot of money. He'll take it. Oh, I'm pretty sure he does, Nancy. I'm pretty sure there's been somebody for a while. But let's look at his money first before we go into the emotional front. What's going on here? What do we got? Okay. What do we got? How is he doing with the money? Well, I don't know what's going on with Salah currently. I don't know what he's involved with, but he's got a lot of stuff going on. 10 of Wands. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's not just been sitting on his hands. He's very, very busy. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate. And he was doing a lot of stuff, but 3 of Wands. The money, it's not bad, but it's not the best it could be. Let me get one more card, like 3 of Wands. He's doing stuff. It's not as profitable as he would like, but it's still profitable. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. He wants more money. He wants more money in hand. Like he's dreaming real big. Yep, but there's going to be justice. There's going to be justice for some reason. Tell me some more about that. Page of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Oof. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, Salah, but if you're doing anything shady, you got your hands in too many of the wrong pots, sir. Okay, so what do we got? We got this. We got this again. All right, we got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, he wants to come out on top. He wants to be victorious in whatever it is he's doing. Then we got the High Priestess. We also have the Star card. Give me another one. This card again. He's still talking to Chantal. He's still getting money from her. He's still getting money from her. She's sending money to him. Then we got the Three of Cups. We've got the Seven of Cups. Like, he's got his head in the clouds right now. Queen of Pentacles. Hello, Chantal. Like he I don't know what he's doing. Like I said, I don't know what he's going for. But he seems to think that he can get everything he wants out of Foodie. That he can go through her, like the path of success leads to her. But she is connected in all of this. The money part is still very much ongoing. But again, here come the secrets coming out. Secrets are coming out. Yeah. And once those secrets come out, he's going to have to walk away from that money. He's going to have to disconnect from her. He's got to walk away from her. I don't know what secrets are coming out, y'all, but whatever they are, it's going to be severe enough that he's going to have to let her go. He's going to have to just disconnect. Disconnect. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, this whole system of giving money, like relying on her to give the money, which might lead to a happy life. 10 of Cups. Like, again, relying on her too much. This has to do with the Lovers. And the Queen of Cups. He just won't let go of her fuba, dude. Let go, Salah. Get off the tit. Stop suckling, sir. Quit it. You're a grown-ass man. We've got the Four of Wands. King of Swords. And finally, we've got the Six of Wands. So if he lets go of Chantal, there might be some sort of a victory. He's got to pick a path. And staying hooked to her is just, it's not good. It's delaying progress. He's got to decide, do I want a life or do I want to be connected to this piggy bank? Because this piggy bank is toxic. It's keeping me from going forward. You gotta make a choice. Do you want progress or do you want the piggy bank? Because you're not going to get progress with the piggy bank. The piggy bank is going to hold you back. All right, let's go on to the final rose tarot for the emotional part for Salah. You know what, Elle? I'd love to, but I know it's going to make me cry. Doing a reading on the kitten. Because if I see something upsetting, I'm going to lose my shit. All right, so I think he's hiding from his father. Well, the last time I heard, the father was in Syria, living in the house, so Chantal could not come back there. So I don't know where dad is right now, what he's doing. I don't know what Salah's doing. But I did hear that dad was acting as sort of a physical block. So Chantal cannot come to Syria because she is just that crazy. To keep her out of the house, you actually have to be in the house because she doesn't accept the word no. I mean, the money that he gets from her, possibly. You know what, Vanilla? That very well might be. He might be in Kuwait, and Chantal may not know he's in Kuwait. And maybe Salah was given strict orders. Don't you let her know where you're at. She doesn't need to know. Let her continue to think that you're in Syria. We got you back here in Kuwait. You better not tell her that you're over here. Because if he's in Kuwait, that means she'd be able to go where he's at. So he might be under strict orders. Don't let Chantal know where you are. Let her think that you're in Syria. Because if she finds out you're in Kuwait, she will come over here. She will take a taxi to where you're at, and she'll be a menace. He might be hiding it from Dad, possibly. They are aware of her. Yeah, well, I've heard that Neo Tarot, she recently did a reading on Salah, and Neo was picking up the energy that Salah watches the tarot channels. And if that's true, if Salah happens to see this reading, Salah, you don't know the level of crazy that you're playing with. This woman will not let go. And the longer you play with the crazy, the worse the crazy is going to get. Best thing you can do is let that go. Okay? You're trying to, you're fooling yourself into thinking you can get the money and not deal with the crazy. No. At some point, you're going to have to deal with the crazy, and the crazy is going to be real bad. Like, she's a woman with nothing to lose. The most dangerous person in the world is someone who has nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing grounding her. There's nothing holding her stable into the ground. That makes her dangerous. Okay, you can't just take money from someone like Foodie, who is unstable, and think that it's not going to backfire at some point. Okay? Just don't fool yourself into thinking you got this. You don't have this. You don't have it. She's mentally, emotionally unwell. So don't play with her Delulu, man. Don't play with it. You're just making it worse. You got to cut her off. You got to be plain about it. It could be, I don't know, L. That could be him. That could be somebody else. You're right. He's a bit of a scumbag, Jolly. He is. And if he's continuing to take money from Foodie, no sympathy. He needed to cut her off long ago. Okay, so what's going on with Salah on the emotional front with him? What's going on with him? What is it? What are we talking about here? What is it with Salah? Okay. Ha ha ha. Okay. All right. What's going on with him emotionally? Well, it looks like he's spending time with somebody right now. Whoever he's with, whatever he's doing, he feels like he's a front runner, like he's winning some sort of race or contest. Like, I made it. So I think maybe he's been pursuing somebody and he finally got to that person, and now he's spending quality time with them. Let me pick one more for that. Oh boy. No. No. We got the producer plant. We got the mansion. Damn. Hi, Chantal. This is going to end badly. We got the hometown card again. Then we got the Six of Mirrors, which is, silver lining. And I keep hearing the song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Then we got the reassuring rose again. Eesh. He's having to do a lot of reassuring. Fresh meat. He's having, I don't know what he's saying to her offline, but he is having to reassure her that he's still around, that he's not going anywhere. Like, he is having to baby Chantal. Like, she is nervous. She is anxious. She is just like, she's accusing him of using her. Like, I'm just a piece of meat to you. And then this. Y'all, look, we got the caretaker. We have the host. Then we got this. The bitch. So I did a reading for her, and I see that there's another woman in the picture somewhere. Remember the contestant? Now we got the bitch. So isn't that something? That in both readings, like there's another woman, this contestant, this bitch, that like she's in the middle of all this, or this is a bone of contention. Tell me about this person. Final two. Whoever this bitch is, final two. And the people on his side are supporting this with the fans. There are people in his family that support this union between Salah and this person. Oh, geez. Oh, God. So he's over there throwing Chantal a bone. There is a lot of gossip. There's going to be a first date and a proposal. It might have to do with those whoever he's with, they're actually married. Like whoever he's with, they're going to be over the moon, limo, and it's going to be making Chantal feel very insecure. Like this is a three-way triangle, and one edge of that is going to get edged out. Like 3 is a crowd, Foodie. 3 is definitely a crowd. Okay? Like you've involved yourself long enough. You don't belong in this equation anymore. He's trying to slowly, politely push you away. You're not getting it. At some point, you're going to find out. You're going to get told. And then you're going to have an entire ass meltdown. It was scary. It looked like a chainsaw had been taken to it. On the trip? Sure. Let me see about this trip. Let's see what's going on with this trip, since there's so much talk about this doggone trip. Second wife. I think it might be his first wife. I don't think he and Foodie were ever really married, to be honest. I really don't think so. If they were married, it was not like a permanent marriage. He even said so. She said, like, our marriage, we had to go through loopholes, which means she's not his legal wife. It was only supposed to be for a week. So it was like a temporary whatever Nijar marriage. Let's do a reading on this trip, which is probably not going to happen for a lot of reasons, because it would cost her 10 grand minimum to go on a trip with him, and she doesn't have the money and he doesn't have it. Or if he does, he's not going to spend it on her. I know, Enola. Okay, so let's about this trip. I think she has been the third wheel. And if he does have a first wife, it's been tolerated just because Chantal's been giving him money. Right. I've heard about that, Meg, about the Mijar marriage being like a temporary thing so people can live together. I think that's what they did, because they couldn't legally get married. I think a while back, Chantal got it in her head that she wanted the marriage experience. And she doesn't want to be alone. She wants to be claimed. She wants to be married. So even she could not have a real marriage, so she wanted the marriage experience. She wanted to be able to close her eyes and imagine, this is what it's like to be married. I have a husband who loves me. So since she can't get a real husband, she paid someone to act as her husband on YouTube so she could brag and make it seem like somebody cared. But it was a paid arrangement. But she wanted the husband experience. All he has to do is fake love me and I will give him anything he wants. Didn't she say that? Well, fake love, fake relationship. She got what she paid for. Okay. You know, I'm not looking at Chantal. Let me guess what she's doing. She's sealing on the couch, babbling. Am I right? I bet that's what her content is. Sealing on the couch, doing absolutely nothing. Nothing exciting going on there. What? You know I'm telling the truth. Am I wrong? I hope I'm wrong. A week-long marriage. She's not live, but she was live earlier, right? Did she leave? Well, that didn't take long. Normally she's live for 5 hours. What happened? Milky is streaming her. So is she live or is she not live? She's probably watching me. She can watch me if she wants. She's going to do it now or later. Maybe she's upset because Kick has restricted her streams. Her Kick has labeled her streams as being mature and 18 plus, which means less ad revenue. So maybe that's got her very, very upset. She doesn't like the fact that she's being restricted. So, gauze on her boil and her fat hold. What? She's sitting on her couch saying she's put gauze on her boil. and her fat hold is by itself. What? I'm trying to imagine it. So if she's got gauze on her boil, does that mean she lanced it herself? She's lying. Okay. All her streams aren't age restricted. You know, you really have to do a lot in order for Kick to age restrict you. And see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm a reactor. Is it react worthy when someone does a boring stream and the most interesting thing about it is them talking about a boil? How in the world do I make that interesting for y'all? We're really going to have a whole discussion around a boil. Thank you, Sonny, for the super sticker. Great work and no ledge. Thanks. Thank you, Sonny. Like, I'm actually going to react for 5 hours and discuss a boil or high blood sugar. I'm so bored with that shit. I don't want to talk about her stupid boil. It's boring. Boils, scat humor, and food. Right. I'm done with that shit. I want interesting content from my viewers, not like, today Chantal has a boil. Well, big effing deal she does. Her blood sugar is 16.5. Yeah, and it was 28 yesterday. Next. Whoop-de-doo. It's not, she doesn't even have like a channel. It's like medical channel. Let's talk about my medical issues. Let's talk about my diabetes. Let's talk about my blood sugar. I don't want to discuss Chantal's medical issues. If she doesn't care, then I don't care, because I can't do anything to help her. She's got to care first. I don't want to care more than the person who's got the problem. It could be interesting, but who knows? Have you ever, listen, can I ask you guys something? Have you ever waited so long for something to happen that after a while you just get tired of waiting? You get burnt out on waiting. That's where I am with Chantal. I've been waiting for things to kick off, and it's like, it's just not happening. I'm burnt out from the boredom of waiting. It's boring. She's boring. I'm burnt out from waiting so long. I got mental burnout with the boredom. Bleh. True, L, but she doesn't rage anymore, so she's boring. She's doing what she wants. All right, so let's talk about this trip. What's going on with this trip? How is Foodie feeling about this trip? What's going on with this alleged trip? I don't think it's going to happen. Not in the way she wants it. Not as fast as she wants it to happen. Okay, so almost there. Just want to make sure that I got everything ready. Okay. Oh, this trip. Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Okay. All right. Where are we starting at as far as this trip? First card down is the moon card. Secrets revealed. Whatever she's hiding, it's going to come out. What is that in regards to? In regards to her. What she's been doing for work. Like she's been doing a lot of work. Like she's been working herself to the bone. She got a lot of irons in the fire to make that money. And why is that? Because of this Knight of Pentacles. She might be making money for him or trying to appeal to Salah with this money. Let's see. Now we've got the Four of Swords. Whatever you got going on, Chantal, you are very, very sick. Like your body is really, really struggling, ma'am. This is the real you. This is Chantal when the cameras are turned off, and this is Foodie Beauty when the cameras are turned on. Okay, like you're portraying two different things. This is the real you. You are very sick. You're very sluggish. You don't have much energy. You have trouble moving. You have trouble breathing. Like you have to lay down a lot. But when that camera's turned on, you're like, everything's fine. Everything's all right. Not a big deal. And like you're just struggling to transfer money from one area to the next. Like you're just sending money, making money, sending money. With this trip, oh boy. What about this trip? That doesn't look good. You got the Tower card, Seven of Pentacles, and then we've got the Seven of Cups. Whatever it is you've got planned, Chantal, like, thank you, Shelly, for being a member for 22 months. Can you please do a reading on the scooter? I'll do that for fun in a bit. But yes, I will, Shelly. We'll do a reading on wobbles for fun. Let's see. So we got the Tower card, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we've got the Six of Cups. I don't know if you're thinking that you can get back together with Salah, Chantal, you're gonna make a lot of money with him. Maybe you're gonna do vlogs together or attempt him to go on a trip. I don't know what you're thinking, but like you're focused on what used to be. You know, you're stuck in nostalgia of like, remember when you were doing that last night on your stream, playing like old videos of you two. You're doing the toxic nostalgia walk. You know, like you're walking through the park of the past, and you're walking down it, and everybody does that. Everybody takes a walk in their mind through nostalgia, but the problem is you stay too long on that path. You don't just do it for a minute. You stay there all day, all week. You're dwelling too much on the past. You want the past back. And you're trying to manifest the past into the present, and it's not going to work. Look. Hello. You're pushing things to a point where it's going to be really, really, really ugly. The more you try to push your way into something, the more that spirit will push you out. And it say, we thought we told you this is not for you. We told you that 100 times. You're not listening. But this time you're going to listen. We're going to basically, we're just going to rip the veil off and it's going to be plain as day. So you're pushing things to that point. You are, because you won't let go. And since you won't let go on your own, things are going to happen to where you're forced to let go. All right. So about this trip, oh boy. King of Wands. Then we have the messages going back and forth. Ten of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Like, just, I don't think you're going to have the money to go, Chantal. Like, you're already trying to balance money here and there, trying to find a way to make it happen, to find a way to pay for this trip. You're overextending yourself. I hear that maybe you're taking out loans or something, borrowing money from people for this trip. Girl, don't do that. Like, you are just looking for money every which way. Like, you're looking for money to make this trip happen. It could be Krampus. The Tower could also be a transformation card, like the breaking of something old into something new. But not in this case, though. Foodie is like this. The old has to be broken apart for her to get something new in her life. She doesn't want to let go of the old, though. She wants to hold on to the Tower, even though it's crumbling all around her. But, like, girl, you are basically hurting yourself and you're burning yourself out trying to manifest something that doesn't need to be manifested. Trying to keep this fantasy world going. It's coming at a very high cost. Yeah, like, you are moving money around. You might be borrowing money, asking money from people. I don't know what the F you're doing, but stop. Whatever it is you're doing, like, you are just pushing everything to the limit. You need to stop. Oh boy. These last cards. So the Strength card. We got the Strength. We got Death, which does not mean physical death. So y'all don't go there. This could be like the breaking of something old, the beginning of something new. Judgment. This is the last card, Judgment. So this change that needs to happen, it might be because you're breaking up of something old to welcome in something new, and Judgment is going to be a part of it. It is. So your world's about to get rocked, Foodie. And you won't be able to run from it. Like, you've had many chances over many years to change things, to switch direction. You never did. So since you're not willingly doing things, then change is going to be basically pushed upon you. So, like, that's what you wanted. That you're a forcer. You don't let go easily. Like, there's going to be some sort of a judgment or justice that's going to come in. So I don't know. Listen, I don't know what that judgment is. I don't know when that defining moment is going to happen or how it's going to get here. But what's going to happen is what's going to happen. It's going to be awful for her. I know. But something is going to happen that's going to rock her world. And I can't speculate what that might be. All I'm being told right now in my head is, Chantal, what's going to happen It's not going to be because of something that somebody else does to you. You can't point a finger and say, this bad thing, whatever it is, it's somebody else's doing. No, it's something of your own design. You're the architect of your own destiny. The things going on around you, the unhappiness, you designed it all. You manifested it. You brought it to you. You held on to it. You didn't let it go. You can't blame any unhappiness or suffering on other people, because everything that's around you is because of you. You designed it all. You invited it all, and you didn't push away things that you should have pushed away. Like, you put those things in motion. No one else. No one else. So don't even think of blaming other people for your misfortunes when you're the cause, the starting point and the ending point of those things. You made those things happen. All right, so shall we do a reading on wobbles? Shall we do one on wobbles? Let me put this away. Let me get out my other deck. Okay, we're gonna bring out this deck so I can do this is just a fun reading on wobbles. I know some people may not understand the humorous, jokey readings that I do. They're like, "Oh, you're so stupid, Rose." It's for fun. It's for fun. It's just for humor. This is not me making fun of tarot. This is me having fun with tarot. So this is about wobbles. Wobbles is his back kind of hurts lately. I love the fact that Pulpy gave it the name Wobbles. That is so cute. He named it Wobbles. That's awesome, Pulpy. His name was Wobbles Poulsen. Anybody that's watched Fight Club, you know what that reference is. His name was Robert Poulsen. No, his name is Wobbles Poulsen. Wobbles is the scooter. So how is Wobbles feeling? What are you doing, Wobbles? We need to find out what's going on with poor Wobbles. Poor Wobbles has been feeling kind of pretty banged up lately. Kind of pretty bad. Worn down. We need a name for the boil. We need a name for the boil. How about Bubbles? We have Wobbles. We can call the boil Bubbles. We got Wobbles and Bubbles. Wobbles intervention. Busted Bubbles, the boil. What? Bobo boil. Can I just say something? I got to eat in a bit. I ate breakfast, but I got to eat again. The last thing that I want to be thinking about before I eat my lunch after this is done is a freaking boil. Chat. Y'all been hanging around on Twitter too long. You guys are way too desensitized to all this gross shit, but I've got to eat. Do you mind? Do you think I want to be thinking about a boil when I eat a sandwich? Y'all sick people. You're quiet. I know. Okay, miss. Thank you for coming in, Miss Karma. We're just about done anyway. You wanted to name it. You guys brought it up. Don't sit there and point a finger at me. Skip the unicorn. Go to your room. For that comment, go to your room. Don't talk to me. Just go to your room. Go to your room. I was going to have a mayo sandwich, but not anymore. Go to your room. You just ruined a bologna and cheese sandwich for me. I can't eat it now. I got to find something else to eat. Well, that just messed up my lunch. I'm messing with you, unicorn. I'm not mad at you. Trust me, you know if I was mad at you. I'm just playing. I'm playing with you. Y'all would know if I was really mad. You see me really mad. This ain't it. This ain't it. Not even close. All right, so let's talk about wobbles. Let's talk about wobbles. What you want to say, wobbles? How are you feeling, wobbles? Your poor tires are all messed up. They're as jacked as Foodie's complexion. How are you feeling, wobbles? All right, so let's do wobbles. What do you want to say, wobbles? Wobbles. How are you feeling, wobbles? If wobbles could talk. So wobbles got some tea for us. What does wobbles want us to know? Fuego, chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. That could also be wobbles battery overheating because of carrying 500 pounds of Chantal. But it looks like wobbles wants to give us some tea. Wobbles has seen some things. Maybe about a recent visitor that Chantal had. And Wobbles is saying, look, I got lipstick evidence. I got lipstick on my wheels. Okay. I know what's going on. I've seen these two doing things and I wish I didn't. All right. I was stuck in a corner. I did not mean to see things, but I saw things and I'm sorry that I did. What else does Wobbles want to tell us? Well, it looks like Wobbles is paranoid. Wobbles is very afraid of that long haul. I don't think Wobbles likes being taken out for long periods of time. I think it's very hard on Wobbles. Like every time that Chantal gets on Wobbles and rides somewhere, Wobbles is like, oh shit. I don't know how I'm going to carry this much weight for more than a few minutes. Poor Wobbles. And Wobbles has got a case of the blues. Saying, damn it, she needs another freaking scooter so I can have a coffee break. Wobbles thought this was going to be an easy gig, but lesson learned. Okay, lesson learned. Being a scooter is not easy. What else does Wobbles want to tell us? Wobbles has been acting a bit shady. Uh, Wobbles has been trying to delay Chantal from going out sometimes. Like sometimes it'll act like it doesn't work, or Chantal can't turn it on. Trying to procrastinate Chantal using it for things. Like Wobbles is like, oh, I don't have enough battery juice. My sciatica. I can't take you out today, Chantal. My back hurts. Wobbles is like, I can't, no, like that battery. Why is, and why is this? Because of this. Wobbles tries to delay the moment when it has to take her out. I get it. Wobbles will unplug late at night when Chantal is not looking. Wobbles will go so far as to unplug the charger from the wall so that the battery isn't all the way charged to keep Chantal from using it. It's just like, come on, man, but pull that charger out. Because then Chantal can't use poor Wobbles. So it tries to delay how many times and how much Chantal's writing on it. Yeah, isn't that ironic? So, and poor Wobbles is just looking for a lucky break. Like, hey, Chantal, can you please get another scooter? Can somebody please come and rescue me? Get me out of here. Somebody please get her out of this apartment. Poor Wobbles is looking for a lucky break. Like she gets a better scooter. And then poor Wobbles gets put in retirement. Okay, what else we got here, Wobbles? What else do you want to say? Uh-oh. Wobbles has some tea for us. Wobbles has receipts. What do you have receipts over? A sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship side piece. Looks like Wobbles knows all of your business, Chantal. And Wobbles also knows about the dirty money. Maybe Wobbles knows about the side work that you do. Maybe poor Wobbles has heard all the grunting and groaning and oinking from the bedroom when you do your work. Wobbles has heard things. It has seen things. And it's feeling like it needs a bath after hearing all that. Poor Wobbles. And Wobbles is often confused by what it hears in the other room. But there's good news for Wobbles. It seems like Wobbles has a new beau. Wobbles has a new beau. It's got its eyes on a sexy elliptical machine in the gym. That's right. Wobbles has a crush. It saw the elliptical and said, "Ooh, hello, madam." So Wobbles has a crush on the elliptical machine down in the gym. And that is Wobbles' new beau. Wobbles wants to be a player, but is sending out an SOS saying, help me. It needs a spiritual cleanse to cleanse all of the energy off of Wobbles, saying, I need a straight up exorcism. And something karmic is going to happen. Maybe Wobbles might break down in the middle of a highway or something, and that's that. Like, this whole thing is karmic. This whole thing is karmic. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. So at some point, Wobbles is going to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Because Wobbles is a party animal. Wobbles wants to have fun with his new boo, the elliptical machine. And soon Wobbles is going to disappear. It's going to ghost Chantal. She's going to wake up one day, Wobbles is gone. You know, Wobbles is like, I'm determined to be with that elliptical machine. And if the elliptical machine don't want to play the game, then He's a bit of a hoe. He'll go straight to the treadmill. He's going to play the field. So that's poor Wobbles. Wobbles has seen things. Wobbles has heard things. Poor Wobbles is worn out. But what can it do? She's going to wear Wobbles into the ground. But if that Wobbles could talk, we get all kinds of tea from poor Wobbles. But in the meantime, he's trying to cat around with the elliptical machine and the treadmill. He's trying to be a player. All right, so that's it for this reading, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun doing it for you guys, but I haven't done a reading in a couple of weeks, so I thought I would just sit down and do it while I've got the time. But also want to talk to you guys about, look, I'm happy to react to Foodie if there's something worth reacting to, and if she's eating, if she's being boring, and especially if she's playing the copyrighted content, I got to be careful with what I react to. So if you guys go to different reaction channels, please tell them to be careful, not to play copyrighted music or sound or even show a visual, because they can still get in trouble for that. Even if you got the sound turned off, you can still get in trouble. All right, so that's it. Y'all take care and have a good one. What? You're not right for this. You're not right for that. Again, I got to eat. Thanks for that. Take that shit to Twitter. Hello, thank you. Impress me. All right, be well. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.